Luka Doncic took the NBA by storm. After he won the Rookie of the Year, he entered the MVP conversation in his second year and became one of the faces of the league. Luka is the youngest player ever to score 2,000 points in the NBA, and he did it while he was too young to buy a beer legally in Dallas. Here are 10 more things you might not know about Luka Doncic. Luka's mom was a model, and Andre Iguodala noticed. When Luka Doncic came to New York for the 2018 NBA draft, one person stole all the looks. His 42-year-old mom. Andre Iguodala watched the draft and couldn't contain his thirst and tweeted ever so subtly, "Mom's decent." Miriam Poterman was born and raised in Ljubljana, Slovenia, and she pursued a career as a model and dancer. There she met a basketball player, Sasha Doncic. They got married in 1999, the same year young Luka was born. The couple divorced in 2008 when Luka was 9, and he remained with his mother, and that's why he's much closer to her. Miriam followed Luka's basketball steps everywhere he went, and moved with him first to Madrid and then Dallas, and can often be seen at Mavericks home games. Luka always played with older competition. Doncic started playing with a basketball since he could barely walk, to the delight of his father. When he was 8, Luka joined a local club in Ljubljana and started playing for the youth team. It took precisely 2 quarters of a warm-up game before trainers realized that he doesn't belong with his age class. Because Luka was embarrassing his peers, they moved him with the 11-year-olds. Next season, he already practiced with the under-14 squad, and this trend continued throughout his youth career. Luka was always advanced for his age, and because everybody was always bigger and stronger, he developed an array of moves and tricks we can see in his game today. Signed a 5-year deal with the Jordan brand. 2019 was a big year for the Jordan brand. After Zion Williamson, the company signed another young sensation, Luka. Doncic was one of the biggest sneaker free agent names this season, and it came at the perfect time, just as he was in the conversation as one of the MVP candidates. Luka is averaging 28.7 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 8.7 assists per game in his sophomore year, which are some of the best numbers in the history of the sport. The deal he signed with Jordan was undisclosed, but given the performances and marketing potential of the young Slovenian, it certainly wasn't for peanuts. Youngest player ever to debut for Real Madrid. Inheriting his father's genes, Luka grew significantly as a preteen and reached 6'2" at the age of 12. Already more skilled than anybody else, he was now bigger than everybody else too, which was simply unfair. After he scored a 54-point triple-double in a youth tournament, a nickname Wonder Boy was coined, and Real Madrid got interested. When he was 13, he signed the contract with them and moved to Spain to play for Real Madrid youth squad. It was hard for him in the beginning because he was alone and didn't speak the language. He said he wished to return home many times, but managed to pull through. It paid off because at the age of 16 and 2 months, he became the youngest player ever to debut for Real Madrid's senior team, and the 3rd youngest to play Spanish Professional League. Youngest EuroLeague MVP, an all-decade team selection. Youngest ever are 2 words often attached to Luka Doncic's name. In 2018, after he led Real Madrid to the EuroLeague title at the age of 18, he became the youngest player ever to win the MVP of the EuroLeague, a top club competition in Europe. He was also the youngest MVP of the EuroLeague Final Four, an award that Manu Ginobili won at the age of 23, and Toni Kukoc at 21, just to name a few. Despite playing just 3 years in the EuroLeague, Doncic was so good he got voted to the EuroLeague All-Decade team. His average performance index rating of 21.6 for the 2017-2018 season ranks 10th in the 2010s, and only 3 players have won the EuroLeague with a higher PIR than Doncic. All of them were 28 years of age or older at the time, and Doncic was just 18. Luka idolized LeBron James. LeBron James is often called the Michael Jordan of the new generation, and he's the favorite player of many millennials, including Luka Doncic. He idolized LeBron growing up, and their games are similar in many ways, especially from the passing standpoint. Doncic admitted that he was in awe when he first played against LeBron during his rookie year, and he even asked him to sign his jersey for him during the game. Like he was an ordinary fan, Luka waited in the hallway for LeBron after the game, and ultimately did get the jersey he wished for. In his second year, the situation was a little different, and Doncic wasn't so starstruck anymore. He and the Mavs were one of the few teams that defeated the Lakers in the 2019-2020 season, and LeBron was full of praise for Luka. When your childhood idol calls you a bad mother effer, that's when you know you've made it. Video games and friends are his favorite distractions. Like most players of his generation, Luka's favorite activity in his free time is playing video games. FIFA and Overwatch are his favorites, and as a teenager, all he would do would train and play FIFA. He's also a big soccer fan and roots for Real Madrid for obvious reasons. His favorite TV show is Friends, and during the draft process, he publicly said he wants to date Jennifer Aniston if he gets the chance, despite the age difference. He was a ball boy for his dad and Goran Dragic. Before he moved to Real Madrid at the age of 13, Luka was the best player of Union Olympia youth team. Considering his dad Sasha played for the senior team, young Luka would often work as a ball boy during games, as he wanted to spend as much time around his father in the senior team. His father's teammate at the time was none other than Goran Dragic, a current player of the Miami Heat and a former All-Star. Dragic and Doncic Sr. won a Slovenian championship together in 2008, with Luka standing under the basket and shooting shots at the halftime. 9 years later, Dragic would go on to win the 2017 European Championship with Slovenia, now with Luka as his teammate, to make a full circle. Has a girlfriend and 2 dogs. Jennifer Aniston had her shot when he was single, but Luka is now in a happy relationship with Anna Maria Goltins, a lingerie model from Slovenia, whom he's known since they were kids. Luka lives with her and 2 dogs, which are a prominent feature on his and hers Instagram. One is a Pomeranian named Hugo, and the other is a white Swiss Shepherd named Gia. And while Luka can cook anybody on the court, he can't do the same in the kitchen. His mother revealed that pasta is the ceiling of cooking capabilities, which is another proof you can't be great at everything. Luka speaks multiple languages. To a big surprise of some American reporters, Luka can speak 4 languages fluently. Obviously, he knows Slovenian, but because his father is from Serbia, he speaks that language too, which comes in handy when Boban Marjanovic cracks jokes in his native tongue. He learned Spanish during his 6 years at Real Madrid, and he is becoming more and more proficient in English as well. When Kobe trash-talked him in Slovenian, Luka was so surprised and amazed that he had to dap him up in a moment that went viral. If that's not a motive to start learning a foreign language, nothing is.